got a new show for y'all. We got a damn good show. Jon Stewart, he's making a comeback.
Think so?
He's got him a new show. I think it's on Apple TV. And, of course, his first episode is about transgender kids. Who put him up to that? I'm sure it wasn't his choice. Hey, we're going to give you a show, but we got a agenda, okay? You got to do this and this, and we give you a show. Oh, okay. I'm sure they came out and said, look, we got to, when we come out with this show, we got to hit them hard, hit them fast, hit them hard, come out with a bang. We're going to talk about chopping tits and dicks off of little kids. Yeah. That's how we're going. Oh, okay, that sounds good. That's good. That's controversial. That's why it was your first episode. But anyway,
this shit ain't going to last long. You talking about mutilating kids?
Well, they don't.
What kind of show is this? Ain't no damn comedy.
No, it's like political, I guess.
Political bullshit. That's what it is. Left-wing propaganda, trash, garbage, filth of Apple TV.
But
Jon Stewart.
Anyway, Jon Stewart, he is a woke clown. He was interviewing the Attorney General of Arkansas because I think they block kids from getting mutilated.
Yeah.
Even if their parents come in and say, yeah, they wants to be a girl, wants to be a boy. That's crazy. You could go into the hospital, boy. Hey, I want to be a girl. All right. You're a girl now. No, you ain't. You're just a mutilated boy. So not only is the Attorney General of Arkansas, her name is Leslie Rutledge, she's protecting kids from woke doctors, and she's protecting the kids from their parents, which is a noble thing because just because you're a parent of a child doesn't mean whatever you do for your kid is the right thing to do. Just because, a lot of people think just because you're a parent doesn't give you the right of way to do whatever you want with your kid. Especially something is these hysterectomies for prepubescent girls. Yeah, chopping dicks off. Chopping tits off. Making them into bottom boys. Chopping nuts off. Chop the dick off. Put a hole right there so some other boy can come on there and stick his tip inside of it. That does not make you a girl. All right, so I'm going to show you this video. Affirming. What do you call it? Gender affirming? Yeah, gender affirming. Gender affirming. That's bullshit. It's not affirming anything. Like, I'm a man. To affirm my gender, I wear pants. I wear T-shirts. I work out. I don't chop dicks off to affirm people. That's stupid. Like women, they affirm their gender by wearing dresses, put no makeup. Yeah. How do you cutting your breast off and chopping dicks off? Make you a man. Cutting holes, turning boys into bottom boys, make you... That's gender affirming? Hey, Kevin, fix your hat, man. You looking crazy as hell in here. Man, it's some sick, twisted souls out there, man. All right, let me go to the first video. Jon Stewart, you a piece of shit. All right, let's go to the first video. You're lower than a piece of shit.
You're suggesting that protecting children means overriding the recommendations of the American Medical Association, the American Association of Pediatrics, the Endocrine Society.
We don't have enough data. We don't have enough to show that these drugs are effective and that these children are better off and that we should encourage these.
Or it's not enough for you?
Okay, first of all, the science regarding this treatment is not settled. It's in its infancy. There's no drug out there, John, that can change your biological sex. Yeah, and change and to mitigate whatever these kids are going through. They're going to always have this issue of gender dysphoria. If you don't believe me, there's countless testimonials online on YouTube of transgenders went through the surgery and they regret it. Yeah, they missed their penis. Yeah, I seen a woman who got her dick chopped off. She lost her mind after her surgery, went to a gas station with an axe and started attacking people. That was in Australia, right? Yeah. I mean, come on. Why would you chop your dick off? How are you going to bust nuts? You can't bust nuts anymore. Did you ever think about that? You can't bust. You can get packed in the ass, but I don't think you're going to get... You're not going to... You know what? I see why she went to that. Well, whatever you want to call it, they went to that damn gas station. Hey, fellas, let me talk to you. Imagine you chop your dick off for whatever reason. You want to be a bottom boy. You know, one day you're going to be like, oh, I can't bust. Give me that axe. I'm going to the gas station. Just like that crazy trainee bitch in Australia. But anyway... Again, like I said, the science regarding this treatment has not been settled. Let me say something. All those associations he was mentioning, he's full of it. Let me say something. Now, I believe in the Constitution. I believe in freedom. This is America. You have the right to do with your life as you please. But not when you're under age, you're an adolescent, you're a small child. You want to make stupid decisions at that age. When you become 18, yeah, if you want to chop your dick off, more power to it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But, you know, I mean, nobody should be welcoming when it comes to chopping dicks off for a little boy. All right, next. I was going to say something. I totally skipped my mind. I was going to say something like Socrates, but let's go to the next video. Fuck it.
Let me try and flip it a different way and see if maybe this can help.
Flip it.
In Arkansas, if you have pediatric cancer.
What?
And obviously we all want to protect children. I think we established that earlier. Whose guidelines do you follow for pediatric cancer?
Well, I think if my child...
First of all, you shouldn't even answer that question. We're not talking about cancer. We're talking about girls and boys going to a doctor, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, chopping tits, nuts, and dicks off and plugging holes. How do you go from a terminal illness? How do you compare a terminal illness to a healthy young boy or girl removing healthy body parts? You're not even comparing apples to oranges. You're comparing like apples to pickles. Shit, you ain't even doing that. You're not comparing apples to oranges. You're not comparing pickles to what? Apples to pickles. You're not even doing that. You're comparing bananas to dicks is what you're doing. That's how far off you are. Yeah, it's way off. Hey, let me say something. The treatment as far as cancer,
it's been settled.
It's been settled. There's a consensus within the scientific community how to treat cancer best, and they've been doing it for decades.
It's not a theory no more.
It's not a theory. Now,
but you know what? That science is ever evolving, though. It's still evolving.
Yeah.
You know?
They're trying to come up with better ways because cancer is still a problem in this country. So you think the science is settled? Right now, there's no science. He's saying there's science and it's all settled. How to treat this? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not settled.
You can't.
It's a theory at this point. You're working on a theory.
It's not even the Big Bang theory.
That's crazy. The Big Bang?
Boom! Everything was made.
The gases and stars, everything start mixing. Oh, boom! The galaxies came, planets, the sun was formed.
Yeah, theories are bullshit, though.
It's a theory. You can't prove it. But anyway, let's get back
to... That's why you call it a theory.
The Attorney General, you shouldn't even never answer that question. You should say, look here, we're talking about transgender kids. We're not talking about cancer.
Stick to what we're talking about. Cancer's, the science is pretty much settled. It's ever evolving, but hey, we're talking about transgender youth here.
Yeah. Anyway.
John. I thought you was a whole lot smarter than this. That's a false equivalent. She can... fuck you, John.
Well, but anyway, what he's doing is he's trying to get a gotcha moment.
Yeah, but it's not really a gotcha moment. You just have flawed reasoning. Your logic sucks.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even compare that. You shouldn't even brought up cancer.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about cancer.
We're talking about... That's right. We're talking about chopping tits, dicks and nuts off, and plugging holes.
And plugging holes?
Yeah,
women are plugging the holes?
Just a figure of speech.
Oh, they ain't really doing that shit, are they? I know they chopping dicks off, but plugging holes?
Well, they don't want that. I see this one transgender bragging about her fake new dick she got.
A fake dick? No, she's talking about a fake vagina, won't she? You talking about a transgender?
Oh, I was talking about the dude. Yeah, I get confused.
Yeah, this shit is confusing.
All right, next video.
That was a fake vagina, not a fake dick.
I've got some bad news for you.
You got some bad news, huh?
Parents with children who have gender dysphoria have lost children to suicide and depression.
They absolutely
because it's acute.
It's acute.
And so these mainstream medical organizations have developed guidelines through peer-reviewed data and studies. And through those guidelines, they've improved mental health outcomes.
No, they haven't.
So I'm confused why you follow AMA guidelines and AAAP guidelines for all other health issues in Arkansas, because we checked, but not for this.
Because it's
It's simply saying, let those young people who are facing gender confusion and dysphoria, allow them to become adults and to make that decision. Allow a child to be a child.
Exactly. Exactly.
John Stewart is trying to say kids are committing suicide because they suffer gender dysphoria, which I don't disagree with.
Yeah.
But how many people are committing suicide because they've made that crucial step and they regret it?
Yeah. And there's no research showing that after you get affirming surgery that their suicidal ideations go away. There's no science out there. You know the doctors who he's talking about? Well, he went to go get his research to see if this is good for kids. Yeah, here's one of the doctors.
Brace yourself.
Here's one of the doctors. Yeah, this bitch. Now, he was once a dude. Now he's living his life as a woman, right?
But he didn't make that decision until he was, in his 50s?
Yeah.
They're pushing this shit on prepubescent kids.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old.
Sick people, man.
Here's another doctor that he went to. Frankenstein's doctor. This dude got all his research and scientific data from the Dr. Jekylls of the world. That's where he got his information. Because there's no consensus in the medical community that this is something good for kids. It's not.
This stuff is 10 times, 50 times, 100 times worse than climate change.
Yeah, and even climate change, there's no consensus or whatever between. There's some people that believe, well, you know what? The climate's changed.
When has the climate not changed?
The what?
When since the climate has not changed?
Oh, you said China changed.
Climate change, it's obvious.
Yeah.
Nobody's denying climate change. When has the climate not changed?
Yeah. Do you know this planet's been through 5 different ice ages?
Yeah.
It's because the climate's always changing. Did y'all know all the continents was once all stuck together? And then, boom, it just started breaking up?
Big-ass earthquake, huh?
Big-ass earthquake, and now they just floating on plates and shit.
Hope that shit don't happen again. Whole damn earth starts shaking.
Yeah, these are the doctors he's going to.
Yeah, majority of these doctors,
they're fringe. They're fringe group of doctors.
Yeah.
They're the Jekyll Hydes, Dr. Jekylls of the world.
They have serious biases. A majority of them are transgender.
Not only these doctors have biases.
I would say everything from what he said he studies is antidotal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all these doctors, all of them are like really fringe doctors. All of them are heavily biased. The parents of these kids are heavily biased. Every time I see a kid that's trans, I see the parents, they're like, batshit crazy.
Yeah, how many trans parents have you seen, right? And they raise their kids to have pronouns of they and them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're non-binary. Oh, my kid's gay at 6 months.
Yeah.
These are the same parents that's going to be taking their kids in to get mutilated.
Exactly. I think we got one more video, though.
John, you know, when I was younger, growing up, looking at John Stewart, I said, man, that dude's amazing. I grew up. I read a couple books. That guy's a jackass. Got 2 videos.
Got 2 more videos. One more video. Let's go. 2 more videos.
So here's where we have our crossroads. You've made the determination that protecting these children means not giving them access to the guidelines and care that have been designed by medical and mental health professionals for
Dr.
children
Jekyll.
expressing gender dysphoria. And I'm asking you again, what are your qualifications to step in and say, no, keeping you from that care is protecting you. You've made that determination.
Well, these are irreversible decisions that these children at these young ages are making, or that their
They're
parents
not
are
making
making.
the decision. You're making it sound like a 9-year-old walks into a doctor's office.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The kids are not making a decision. Their parents are.
Yeah.
The kids have to live with their decision, not their parents.
Yeah.
Their parents are deciding for them. That's bullshit.
Yeah. And what kid just walks in there by himself at 9? Who taught them that at 9?
Yeah. Why are you okay with parents allowing their kids to be mutilated? The kids are not even making that decision. They're going to follow their parents' lead. They don't know if they're doing right or wrong.
Yeah.
You said it yourself. The parents are making the decision.
Yeah, and he said, what are your qualifications to make this decision? What the hell are your qualifications? And there's one more video right here. It ends off with this.
This dude's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is.
And the doctor goes, oh, thank God, because we're wanting to create an army of transgenders
Yep. I said
because
that.
we're crazy. And they go right in like,
No, we passed a law to protect the children in Arkansas. Exactly. And I think that's what is important.
Exactly. It's for the kids. It's not for the parents. It's to protect children. Yeah. Hey, there's always been this long-held precedent in this country that minors are treated differently, right? Like, in many states, you can't drive a car by yourself until you're like 17, 18 years old. To drink and smoke, 21? Mm-hmm. I mean, to join the military, 18. When it comes to criminal prosecutions, if you do something horrible, they still won't treat you as an adult, even if you do something horrible. That's always been this long-held precedent. But Jon Stewart want to throw that precedent out and allow little kids 4 or 5 years old walk into a doctor's office with their crazy-ass parents and make life-changing decisions with their body that they cannot reverse. Yeah. You think that's totally cool. That's not controversial. Yeah, especially because this is not a life or death situation. I can understand the parents doing treatment for the kid to preserve the kid's life or, make sure the kid doesn't die. Maybe they have a terminal illness. Yeah, give the parents sole discretion on how to treat their kids. But this is not a life or death situation. And you got these kids making these crazy decisions for their kids, for them, before they're even adults, that they're going to, more often than not, it's going to regret. An overwhelming majority of these kids going to hate their parents. And you won't allow that to happen. Jon Stewart, you want that to happen. Yeah. You know why? Because you're a liberal, woke piece of shit. That's why. Woke clown. No, he's not even a woke clown. He's a piece of shit. He is. You are a piece of shit. That was a damn good show. For more damn good shows, click the 2 videos right here. Yeah, and don't forget to red pill that moron, Jon Stewart, in the comments section. Let him know how stupid and ignorant and foul he is as a human being. Let him know he's a piece of shit. Yeah.